put your hands together for the phenomenal Tom Goss.
As you guys can probably guess by looking at me, I fucking love animals. I know that's what everyone's thinking. I love them so much. I was a vegetarian for 16 years. Yeah, calm down. I'm not anymore. But I was for 16 years. Loved animals. Tell people I was vegetarian. They'd be like, you can't be vegetarian. You're fat. I'd be like, cake's vegetarian as hell. I just eat a bunch of cake, get fat. That way you don't have to just get fat via brisket. There are other ways to get fat. And they're like, well, why are you vegetarian? And I'm like, I love animals and I feel weird eating them. And most people would get it, and then some people would get mad at me. They'd be like, oh, so you're saying you care more about animal problems than you do people problems. And I'd be like, no, man, I don't eat people either. I don't even know how you connected those two ideas. That's crazy that you heard it. Like, doesn't eat beef, must eat Britney. Like, what are you... Makes no sense at all. I don't know what you're thinking. Well, I do love favorite animals, a shark. Love shark. Couple woos for shark. Okay, we got shark people in the crowd. These are my people. I love sharks. The sharks are misunderstood. That all they want to do is travel and eat. That's all I want from my life. That's a perfect life. People hate sharks because occasionally they'll eat a surfer. And I am on the shark side. Like, I want 100%, dude. No offense if you're a surfer, but you guys dress up as the shark's favorite food. Then you swim out to the only place the shark is. Then you can't believe it when they take a bite out of you. Like, why are you gaslighting this animal? This is not... It's not on the shark. It's on you. That's like if I come home tonight, okay? And there's a plate of tacos left out, and I go, ooh, tacos, because I love tacos. And I take a bite of the tacos, and it turns out it's not tacos. It's professional surfer Kelly Slater disguised as tacos. And then everyone thinks I'm an asshole because he doesn't have a thumb anymore. Like, that's on him. They don't want to eat us, okay? They're good people, okay? Dolphins are bad people. People love dolphins. Dolphins are terrible people. Dolphins fuck people for fun. That's how evil dolphins... They drown you, fuck you, and as you're breathing your last breath, they laugh as you die. People love them. They can't get enough of them. I'm like, really? These Aqua Cosbys? That's who we love? These Kevin Spaceys of the sea? Really? Why? Because they're cute? Get out of... They can do a backflip. So what? If Jeffrey Epstein could do a backflip, I'd still fucking hate him. Why are we forgiving them for this behavior? My newest thing is involving animals. I got into bird watching. Yeah, damn straight. My sister's boyfriend got me into it. He goes, I'm going to teach you how to bird watch. And we take a drive up to the mountains, and we get there, and I'll be honest, I didn't need a tutorial. It's not... It's a pretty easy thing to do. Step 1, go where the birds be. Step 2, watch the fucking birds. I didn't need someone to explain it to me. But he was like good at it in a way I wasn't expecting. I got an app. I'm going around the forest with my phone up trying to listen to the birds. And he'd just sit there and he'd go, acorn woodpecker, and keep walking. And he'd be right every single time. 15 minutes in, I'm like, dude, thank God for autism. This is an incredible skill that I will never possess. This is astounding. So I'm starting to dig it. I start getting brave about it. I'm like, okay, I'm asking questions and stuff. One of the questions I ask, I go, okay, how do you tell the difference between a crow and a raven? And he stops in his tracks, looks at me and goes, vibes. And then continues walking. As if that's a real answer. As if the question was, how do I fuck the birds? No, he said vibes. I like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. You play jazz? Like, what does vibes mean? Been bird watching for a couple months, and I gotta tell you guys, he's 100% correct. That is how you tell the difference between the two. Like, ravens are cool. I don't know how else to say it. They soar, they can maneuver, all right? Crows look like morons. Pay attention to how a crow flies. Like, every crow flies like a fat kid who missed the bus. Just fuck, fuck, fuck! They fly like they're running up the stairs after eating too much Cheesecake Factory. They have no coordination. I don't know where I go from bird watching guy though. Like that's not a cool hobby. Like the only thing less cool than bird watching is like I guess I could get into Fabergé eggs maybe, which is expensive. So I'd have to be that one weird guy at the museum. You know how there's always one weirdo at every museum. He wears shorts that are too high. He slinks back in the shadows and he notices you paying too much attention to one thing and he walks up and he goes, majestic, and then walks. Or something like that. It's always. Yeah. We'll figure it out. I'm not excited for the next 4 years. Or the rest of them, to be honest, but the next 4 years, just like the last time Trump was president, I just got bombarded by everyone trying to educate me. So I'm the victim. And every time someone would try to educate me on the issues, they'd send me articles. I'm like, what I'm not going to read. What am I, a scientist? You want me to read? I'm not going to read. You want me to learn? I'm a man. I don't learn from reading and If you want me as a man to learn stuff, you got to teach me like a man, okay? So that just means action movies. So you got to make action movies based on the issues. And then I'll learn. Like, I only know Nazis are bad because of Indiana Jones. That's the only reason. Otherwise, they'd be like, you know. People want me to stay up to date on things like abortion. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Make an action movie. Teach me that way. Like, it sounds crazy, but hear me out, okay? Roe versus Wade versus Predator. Who wouldn't watch that? Who wouldn't watch that movie? It doesn't have to be that. That's just my first choice. We could do Too Fast, Too Uterus. The Unborn Ultimatum. There's a lot of great options. Just stop sending me articles, okay? I'm liberal. I grew up liberal. My family's liberal. And so at dinner, we all fight with each other over how much we agree with each other. That's... Only liberals do. Conservatives don't do that. They'll disagree on the issues, but agree on the thing. You know what I mean? One person was like, I don't like their financial policies. The other person's like, I don't like their race or gender. And they're like, okay, well, we can meet in the middle here. Family dinners, we just all yell at each other about how much we don't like certain people. I don't even know why we're fighting. Happened the first time Trump was running, and we're all fighting. The only person I had anything funny to say about him was my little brother. He was 9 years old at the time. He goes, you know, I would never vote for Trump, but I would marry him for his money. And I go, dude, I don't think Trump is gay. And he looks at me and goes, I can make him gay. I was like, I didn't know you were gay. And he goes, I'm not. I'm just a gold digger. I'm like, fuck yeah. That's the most American take I've heard this whole election. That's amazing. No, I don't like any politician. Like Democrats, I don't like them either. But Trump was like, you're a hypocrite, you know? Like you're so against immigration. All your girlfriends and wives have been from other countries. If you want to stop immigration, build a wall around your penis. That would be a good place to start. He's always been obsessed with foreign girls. It's really, like, he was obsessed with Princess Diana. That far back, he was obsessed with Princess Diana. He said when she died, he said one of his biggest regrets was not marrying her. It's true, look it up after the show, but what I'm saying is he said that. That was a real thing he said, and she was the only woman in his life to respond to him correctly by driving straight into a wall. She would have thought that was funny, I think. I think she would have. I hope so. God save the lady. I don't know British stuff, but you guys get what. Say something. Go Princess D. I don't. Yeah. No, I'm not political. I just like saying terrible things. I was having a hard time during the lockdown because it was a very serious time, but I'm still a comedian. So people would talk about things like the vaccine, and I'd still, like, the comedy instinct's still there. You know, I had friends who were afraid to get the vaccine because of the side effects. I'd tell them, like, dude, get it for the side effects. The side effects are amazing. I got vaccinated, cured my autism. That's how good the side effects are. Now, seriously, dropped a box of toothpicks, didn't even count them, just stepped on them like a Neanderthal. Mom tried to kiss me on the cheek. I didn't bite her face. I'm doing a lot better, thank you, Pfizer. I'm worried about the microchip. There's a microchip in the vaccine. I'm like, hell yeah, there's a microchip in the vaccine. And that microchip made my penis huge, okay? Johnson & Johnson, it's just one big Johnson, okay? You dumbass has been saying Moderna. I've been saying Mo Dick. Get that thing. I did not handle the lockdown. I actually did it, which I didn't realize you could just not do it. Like, most people just didn't do it, and then afterwards I found out, like, oh, I did it. I was responsible. Got back into all of my vices, found new vices. Did you guys know that you can find new addictions? I didn't know. I was getting into weird stuff. Like, I couldn't stop watching gangbang porn. I don't know why. I wasn't even enjoying it. I was watching, like, who is this for? This is disgusting. This mean. Like, they're all in a line? Like, why are you guys in a line? Like, play video games and come back. What are we doing here? Talk to each other or something. You have things in common. You're all wearing the same shoes. Please. It's just, you're gonna stand there. Is it my turn yet? This is creepy. Guys, please. Why am I watching this? And I figured out why I was watching it. Yes, I was horny, but more importantly, I miss my friends. That's why I just missed going out with the guys and doing something together, you know? What a disgusting joke. That is the thing that I did, yeah. No. Biggest vice is smoking. All the other ones I could stop. Smoking, cigarettes, like I can't love them, hate them. Like, they're evil. They're 100% evil. They're terrible. My friend, this is how evil they are. My friend, he went to Europe, brought me back European cigarettes, okay? In Europe, they'll put warnings on the packs of what it can do to your body, the damage it can do, the diseases you can get on each individual pack. One pack did not have that. One pack just had a baby a 2-year-old smoking a cigarette. You know what my first thought was? Wow, what a cool baby. That baby's gonna grow up to be somebody. I want to be like that baby someday. No, smoking's rough. Food's also bad. I need to lose weight, and I keep making the mistake of telling people I need to do that because then they want to tell me how to do that. Like, I've had multiple people tell me, like, weight loss, it's just a math equation. That's all it is, okay? Food in, plus, exercise minus, you're in the negative, you will lose weight. And every time I'm like, I'm sorry, you thought I got fat because I'm bad at math? That's what you thought happened. When I was eating uncut DiGiorno pizzas and then folding them into a ball and eating them like a peach. You thought I just forgot to carry the one. Did not get fat because I'm bad at math. I got fat because I processed trauma through lasagna. That is how. Has nothing to do with the up and down numbers. I made a New Year's resolution a couple. Okay, yeah. Fuck yeah. A couple years ago, I made a New Year's resolution. I was like, I'm gonna learn to flirt this year. And then this year I was like, I'm gonna stop trying to do that. Some people got game, some people do not. I'm terrible at talking to women. A girl can be so forward with me and I'll still screw it up. There was one girl, she was texting me. This is how forward she was being, okay? This is a true story. As she goes, hey, do you like to draw? And I was like, yes. Because I wanted to sleep with her. I don't like drawing at all. She goes, good, because I want you to put the D in raw. I texted her back, are you Courtney Love? Because you just blew my mind. Mind blown emoji. That's a clever, quick response. I didn't wait 10 minutes, just off the top of my head. Boom, nailed it. She responds, LOL, I don't know what that means. I love Courtney Love, though. Can you explain it to me? And I go, well, some people think that Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain. And she responds, oh my God, who thinks that? I go, I do. I 100%. That's how bad I am at flirting. This girl, essentially, subtext aside, said, hey, I want you to fuck me without a condom on. And my response was, I think that your hero killed my heroes. I'm not good in relationships either. One time, I was with my ex, and she goes, you know, you never hurt me. I used you to hurt myself. And I said, okay. So did you or did you not want to go to the Olive Garden? Because I have the rest of my life to process how dark what you just said was. But we only have until 11 p.m. to find out how unlimited these breadsticks are. So, how do you want to spend your night? What was I going to fight her on it? I'm not going to argue in that situation. I'm going to let it slide. And it turns out what she wanted to do was have me fight about it. Which means I won. Which means she broke up with me. No, I've been doing the single thing for a little bit. It's good. I do hate it. I hate it when guys complain about like getting laid. Like it's a pet peeve. Like whatever I'm dating, I'm just happy to be in the game. You know what I mean? I don't know why guys have like feel like they have the right to complain about like this is I had a friend, okay, and he went on a date. I go, how did the date go? And he goes, it was okay. I got a bad blowjob. I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't have that because that's not a real thing. It's a made-up thing. Blowjobs are like good, the world changing, but there's no bad. What other problems do you have if you're complaining about having your cock sucked? Like, what other... Are you walking around town going, oh, my gold's so heavy? Like, what are you... There's one person allowed to complain about a bad blowjob. It's the person with the cock in their mouth. That's it. Anything else? It's amazing. It's great. You could sniff my dick hard enough, I'd have a good time. You could suck my dick and then bite it off afterwards. I wouldn't even call that a bad blowjob. I call it a blowjob that ended poorly. This same friend once tried to get me to have a threesome with him and his girlfriend. Yeah. And I was like, yeah? Don't yeah me on this. I'm like, fuck no. I don't want to be a part of that shame sandwich. Do you know what you call the ugliest guy in the threesome? The cameraman. That is what you call, like, hey, you need someone to breathe heavily in the corner while you two fuck? Like, why would I want to be a part of that? I wouldn't want to be in a threesome with another fat dude either, because then it just looked like two Oompa Loompas chest bumping over a sad girl. I've been in a threesome with two girls. It wasn't fun. That's where one masturbated and the other one checked my heart. There's no good way for me to be in a threesome. Gotta fit the silly blowjob joke in somewhere. I hate it. I hate it when comedians get on stage and they start it's like, comedians love oversharing. You get on stage and like, yeah, here's a terrible thing. Like, this isn't art, okay? This isn't art. We're here to just make people laugh, okay? Most people have never been to a comedy show before. People overthink it. They share their trauma, and it makes most people uncomfortable. Maybe 10% will relate. And of that 10%, maybe 5% will think it's funny and not be re-traumatized by it. Like, this is like, there's no 2-drink minimum at the Sistine Chapel. Like, what are you doing right now? This isn't art. It's comedy. That's it. You shouldn't be putting your trauma on other people just because some people might relate to it somewhere. You shouldn't do that. Anyway, don't you hate it when you have a 7-year psychotic break where you think you're the Zodiac Killer? Isn't that... Isn't that the weird, relatable thing that we can all connect to? That's not trauma, by the way. That's just a fun fact, okay? I'm quirky on stage. That's a true fact about me. 7 years on and off. Kept trying to kill myself because I thought I was a Zodiac Killer. What? Yeah, no, it's a really, like... I don't know how much more warning I could have given you guys by the setup. Like, surely I wasn't just gonna say that and then talk about pomegranates. I don't know what you guys thought was gonna happen. 14 years old, I started having that thought. And what it was OCD with depression and psychotic features. They did not tell me that when I was a kid. One of the doctors said, we're not allowed to diagnose him with it, but we think he's schizophrenic. And that's what they told my parents, too. And they prepped my parents to go, in order to understand what life is going to be like, there's a really good movie. You should watch the 2001 Academy Award-winning film, A Beautiful Mind. This was medical advice I gave to my parents. And if you haven't seen the movie, it's just about a mathematician who does the numbers real good and is crazy. If you're the parent of a 14-year-old kid with that deck, that's the scariest movie anyone's ever seen. I asked my dad, like, what was it like watching that movie? And it was like, it was not good. By the end, I was just like, oh my God, he can't even do math. What are we doing? My son is fucked. I had multiple suicide attempts, which you shouldn't. I want to be clear. I don't know why I have to give this disclaimer. You should not kill yourself. Unless you are, if you're the Zodiac Killer watching the special, then you should do as I do. You should do that. If you're like, I actually did those, then absolutely, but like, obviously, it's a terrible thing, terrible tragedy. Kept going to the hospital, kept trying to overdose. And doctors, everyone complains about doctors, they don't get better in a crisis situation. In the hospital, I'm overdosing. The doctor comes in. By the way, we took your blood tests. This is the Tony said it. We took your blood tests, and you're not doing well. We're a little bit worried, and your potassium's low. And he just walked out of the room. I was like, what the fuck does potassium have to do with what? I was just kind of confused. 2 hours later, he comes back. He goes, so, you might need dialysis. You're probably going to lose your hearing. And your potassium's still really low. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, this is not a cry for bananas. Can you give me some answers, please? Why do you keep bringing up my potassium? And he's like, oh, if it's too low, you die. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just say that to begin with? You gotta turn it into a riddle. In the hospital, I don't know if anyone here's been in a mental hospital, but it was... I don't know if you guys know this, but you don't have a lot of freedoms. Like, they take away all of your silverware. And I already established I like food. You know how cruel that is? Unlimited pudding. They had unlimited pudding. Couldn't have a spoon. Every meal, they would check your silverware in and out. And so I'd just be like tapping pudding into my face while working on myself, just like, okay, this is good. Like, so I had like this Braveheart moment where I'm like, you know what? You took my freedom. You're not going to take my fucking pudding. I had this plan, okay? I tore a hole in the shorts of my basketball shorts, wore them to every meal, okay? And then after I'd finish, I'd just slip them into the shorts. And then when I went to check my silverware, and they were like, yeah, I never got a spoon. And I just started stashing those spoons in my sock drawer. I stashed like 47 dirty spoons in my sock drawer. Why? Couldn't tell you, but it felt really good. Did not reuse those spoons because once again, they were in my sock drawer. But I just walk around fantasizing, like, I got the spoons. I was gonna like throw them in the sky like Scrooge when it becomes nice. I'm gonna leave the hospital, be a spoon opera, just like, you get a spoon, you get a spoon, everyone gets a spoon. My mom visits, and my mom goes, oh, how's it going in here? I go, I got the spoons. She goes, what? Oh, yeah, I've been stashing them in my sock drawer. And she goes, you gotta give those back. If they find those spoons, they're gonna keep you here longer. I go, Mom, you're being crazy right now. They're gonna keep me here longer if I walk up to a psychiatric nurse holding 40 dirty spoons. Put them into their hand and go, these are for you now. That's what'll keep me here longer. It's hard to, I don't know. A lot of people ask me like, okay, well, how did you go from that to that, like being I'm not normal, but like weird with an asterisk. Like most people don't kind of I never know like what to say. I'm like, I don't know. It's a lot of little steps. You just gotta like win the small battles. Like I don't know. I got lucky is really what it is. I got lucky, and you just focus on the small battles. Like depression, it feels like depression is like waking up from a party after there was no party. It's just waking up going, why did this all happen at a trash house? Like everything's destroyed. I'm going nowhere. What have I done with the last X amount of time of my life? And it's just cleaning it up. That's all. That's all it is. That's how you get through it. It's not fancy. It's just that's what it is. And that's why I think a lot of people commit suicide, because it's really the only real way for anyone to go, no. You clean it up. I'm Tom. Have a good night, everybody.